Hey, hello everybody. This is a test. This is a test. If you can hear me, say hey. Hi everybody. I'm just kind of waiting for everything to catch up. There's a delay in what y'all see versus what I'm doing. So I just want to make sure that everything is good, that you guys can hear me, and that we are all ready. Let me see. Testing. Hold on. Hello, everybody. Yes, you can hear me. I just heard myself. Wow, this is so strange, isn't it? It's been like a whole year. I actually rewatched or I like went through some of my old lives just to kind of get a vibe, remember what I did. It's been so long since I've had a live. And I also realized that I might have to explain to some of you guys who are newer within the next some of our newbies what even this is. So I had someone that had been commenting for a while and was like, "What's a series intermission? What does that mean?" And I realized that some of y'all probably don't know. So a series intermission is an intermission, right, like what we're doing right now, alive, to where we get to talk about everything that we watched. Hey everybody, I see all of oh, I'm getting distracted. I'll say hi to everybody in just a second. What we just watched, and which was Nerdy Prudes Must Die, and I do a tier list, so y'all are going to get to hear me talk more of compare and contrast all of the songs of Nerdy Prude and the vocals and stuff that went in there. There's a lot to go in there, which you would think would take a quick second, but it takes a long second. I've always like planned multiple things for these intermission lives, if you will. And we spend a lot of time on the tier list because it's hard. It's all so good. And I really, especially this one, I really didn't think ahead on which one's my favorite. So we'll get into that in just a minute. Oh, I'm loving the questions. I'll go ahead and ask the Bailey Norton asked me a question. Oh, I forgot I can do this. Wait just a second. Let me see how I remember how to do this. Did it work? Oh, it worked. Look, okay, so Bailey Norton asked me, who is my favorite character from Nerdy Prudes Must Die, and who is your favorite vocalist? Okay, I think it's obvious to say that it was Grace. It's hard though because my favorite pairing, I love the Steph and the Pete matchup. I mean, it's just so precious. I loved it in abstinence camp, and I kind of foresaw that too. Um, it was just such a cute, like, the nerd and the nerdy dude and the popular girl. So yes, your next reaction reveal will be today as well. That was another question. See, I'm gonna be getting distracted and say a lot of things, so I hope y'all can keep up. My favorite vocalist out of everybody. Wow, Joey Richter just popped into my head. I don't know if he's my favorite. Will was really good. It was really I think I'm intrigued with Will. I don't think I've heard the full vocal plate, but I think I'm most proud and excited to hear Joey Richter's voice. So this is something I might not have told y'all, but I do teach lessons. I don't teach voice lessons. I haven't taught them very much lately, but I do have one student, and I must really like the Cool as I Think I Am song because I was trying to get my student to sing that one. Obviously he's a dude. But so that would be really fun. But what I haven't told you guys is that my another series that I've been thinking of is, I don't think y'all have ever seen me teach a voice lesson. So I thought it would be really cool to kind of to film and share with you guys voice lessons of me teaching another one of my students one of the songs that I've reacted to. So it would be, I've tried that with Ride the Cyclone. I just get so distracted. So I think that would be such a fun series, and one day I'll figure out how to make that work with everything else that I've got going on. But yes, okay. So then Michaela asked, next reaction reveal. Yes, that will be today as well. And you'll see, we'll get there. But anyway, so how's everyone doing? Tell me everything. I want to say hi to a couple people. Michaela Hope is here. Bailey Norton is here. BTM is here. I see Livia letting me know mic and camera are on. Hey, and Kate. Kat is here. Kat said, "He." Guardian is here. Julie is here. I love to see you guys. I love to see that we're excited. All of Parmesan is here. Parmesan. Was it Parmesan that was like that said it? I'm watching this. Like, oh no, Livia said I'm watching it at work, like old times. It was so funny. So Ride the Cyclone, when I did the Ride the Cyclone series, I did a full live. It was like a birthday special a few years ago. And that had to been 2023. I had a birthday special and people were tuning, it was during the day, and people were tuning in from school because it's so popular amongst high schoolers. And so it was really funny. Everyone's like, I'm in algebra class or I'm in science class watching. So hi, Julie. Julie, do you have a different profile picture? I think I'm used to seeing your name with a different picture. Maybe I'm crazy. Patience is not my virtue, but I will try, says Michaela Hope. My little cousin is probably waking from her nap soon and I'm watching her. Aw, I just put my twins down for a nap. That's the only way I can get these. Otherwise, you'd hear them screaming out there. My favorite vocalist is Lauren because you cannot, my favorite vocalist is Lauren because you can tell not only how good she does the characters, Ruth is perfect example of this, but how effortlessly she hits the high soprano notes. And she hasn't always been an amazing vocalist. She's always been a cute little dancer and an amazing actress. But her vocals have also really grown too. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, it's nice to see you, Julie. But that's good that I remembered your name and I was like, that doesn't, the image, it shows you guys how I really do. When you guys comment, I read them all. And you are in, Kate. That's so nice. Go get some coffee. If you drink some coffee, I'll drink some coffee with you and Kate. Get some coffee. And Kate is up at 5 a.m. for this live. That is so so where are we at right now? What is happening? That is so funny. I think I asked that all the time because I was putting my son down to sleep and I always give them scritches. And he goes, and as I'm like scritching, he goes, "What is happening?" um we're just chit-chatting to get started. I'm kind of waiting for people to come in. We have about 40 more seconds. I always give like 10 minutes and then we're to chat and say hi. And then we're going to jump in. And we're going to do a tier list of mine. And we're going to talk about Nerdy Prudes Must Die. I think the BTM says, I think the biggest vocal revelation from in Nerdy Prudes Must Die has to be Bryce Charles with that crazy part in Hatchettown. So one thing about me filming batches of these, like it's really hard just to film one song at a time and then stop because there's cliffhangers and you're like, I have to know what's going on. Oh, I'm getting distracted. I am going to show that too. Anyway, I'm going to put it up on the screen of what I'm going to talk about next, but I'm going to finish talking about Hatchettown. Sometimes I come to these songs after I've been watching for a minute, or I don't get as super soaked in to some of the songs as I should. So maybe we'll take time today to let me listen and soak into some of these songs. That might be a good idea. I've never like played the song as I've talked about them. So maybe I should do that. No, Michaela Hope says John is not good at keeping secrets, but I thought it was so crazy. I really am curious. Did anybody else know that did he hint at it anywhere else that the guy who didn't like musicals was going to be reprised? Because in the Nerdy, that's probably one of my favorite moments of Nerdy Prudes Must Die series is that he commented in the first High School is Killing Me, John did, and he was like, if we do it again next year, I can't wait to see how I grow and stuff. Olive said, but anyway, yeah, so that's what I was going to talk about with John. Yeah, that is crazy, right? And awesome. He probably just assumed like it's a safe place here because not many people are here. But I love our little community. I love it, love it, love it. Binged the guy who didn't like musical series last week because I was going to see the reprise. Wait, you did see the reprise. So Olive has I think somebody else, Jimmy, who I don't think is here. I haven't seen him make an appearance, but who else got to see the reprise of The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals? I heard Will is crazy. I can't wait to do a reaction to it. I heard Will's vocals are crazy. And like I said, I can't wait to get the full palette of his vocals. And I also heard that, yeah, it's just been really fun. Let's see. John posted a reel of him in the Paul suit. Oh, hi, Star Kid. Welcome. You're only like 10 minutes late. We're about to jump. We're talking about Nerdy Prudes Must Die right now. We're about to get into the tier list. I remember people were bringing it up on Jeff's stream after he commented that, and people were naming you, so I think it was just here. Ooh, but I love it. I love that. And what's really funny is I haven't joined his Jeff's stream in a very long time. I don't even know if he's been streaming. Somebody tell me, or maybe it was when like exclusively on Twitch or something. I know that he was doing it a lot when he was creating his last album, which was really fun to watch. That was so fun because I mean, y'all know I love Jeff Blim's composing and some of the music. Sometimes I sit here and listen to this because what he creates independently on his own seems seems so different than the musicals that he creates. I think it's because he has a lot more flexibility and he could put more of himself into his individual albums. Whereas with musicals, you have to follow a storyline, you have to follow a character plot, which I think is also really fun for him too. But it's just really interesting to see him create his own albums and them just be just Jeff, just pure Jeff. You can definitely hear Jeff in all of his stuff. There's Jimmy. Jimmy, I was just talking about you. Hi, you did hear the shout out just now. Welcome. Jimmy was the one that said we were talking about the guy who didn't like musicals reprise, and I was like, somebody went like twice, and so that's why we mentioned you. Is Jeff streaming on Twitch right now, or is he streaming right now, or is he? If you're here and not in Jeff's live, that's really nice of you. I need to get this started. Okay? Well, Bailey, this is a good segue. Bailey asks, what's your favorite song from Nerdy Prudes Must Die? Well, Bailey, that's kind of the point of this, is that we're about to find out. Like I said, I've never really given it super thought of like, what's my favorite? And there's a lot of factors that go into it. So let's move into the tier list and let's see if I can get this tier list. I'm going to be very careful because I have a slide specifically set up for the show reveal that we're going to be doing next. So let me see if I can do this. Bear with me for just a moment as I try to remember this. Here we go. Let's see. Did it work? I have to come back. Yes. Okay. And then there's ads all over this, but let me make sure I get my end screen. Where's my face, y'all? Anybody see my face? Hold on. Maybe I need to. You want to live in LA, Star Kid? Star Kid wants to live in LA. So is that where they are right now? They move a lot to me. Okay. Hold, please. There we go. Where's my face? I might have to. Oh, okay. Is this what we're going to do? I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to figure this out, guys. There. Is that better? Maybe I like this better. Yes. Okay. I'm okay with this. So you can kind of see me, but mostly see the tier list, but maybe I can do it. Isn't this so fun? Maybe I should have already played with this, but this is where we're at. So here's a really close in zoomed up version of my face. Okay. So let's see. I just can't, you can't see everything. I think this is fine. We'll play around with this. I'll have to come back and check in on you guys. It also took away. So let me let you guys know everything what I can see. So I am now on oh my gosh, do we need all of these ads? I think I paid for this last time I did it, but I'm pretty sure. So there was no pop-up ads. But no, here we are. I think we can see everything. Okay. Let me try to keep up. Most of their recent shows have been in LA. Patiently are waiting for it to arrive on YouTube. I think that they either just finished or are finishing like this weekend. So who knows? Anybody know how long it normally takes for them to put a pro shot on YouTube? Here's another thing y'all might not know is that, well, I'll tell you all that in a little bit. So Olive Parmesan asks, do you listen to the cast recordings after the live theater ones? Yes, especially if they're stuck in my head. One that's always stuck in my head for some reason is Take Me Back to Da 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 Da. Sometimes I feel like it's like a nice fine wine. Sometimes these songs take time to really get stuck in my head and for me to like them. I just realized I did not take a drink of this. I think I was holding it, but didn't drink it. Um, it took a year for Cinderella's Castle. Okay. Well, good news for you for me is that I think I have a couple of things to watch. One thing I can tell you guys to, I'll probably mention it again next week. I'm thinking on Tuesday. I have to triple check my calendar. It's my last week of summer next week, but I am doing my Working Boys live next week. So put it on your calendars. I'm thinking Tuesday or Wednesday. It just really depends on what's going on. So that's coming up. Get ready for that. Um, okay. All right. All right, guys. Here we go. Did I ever answer that question? I don't even know what I was asking. Oh, somebody else had asked, are you going to react to Working Boys on this live or a different one or not live? It is going to be live. And I did even think about going ahead and watching it since I'm here. But I really, if I want to give time, I think I want to give people time to plan for it if they really want to. So I think I am going to wait till next week. I don't know. I mean, y'all are probably like, let's watch Working Boys. Okay. Yes, it is happening. Working Boys is happening. And I think that'll about wrap up all of Hatchetfield for me, right? That's the last thing. At least for now. Also, if y'all are curious, I'm a thirsty gal. I have my water. I have my diet cola, and then I have my coffee. I have all the things just sitting here ready to go. All right. Let's get into this. Tier list. Okay, so I'm noticing, so I did not create this. Normally I create this, but the tier list, but it was already kind of done but they're not in order. So I do like to go in order. So I'm going to pull up, what we're going to do is we're going to go, everyone's like, I'm down for WB today. Okay. I'm going to pull up the list, like in order, and I'm pretty sure high school is killing me. Oh, I can pull it up. Oh, but I might get monetized. I just thought of that. That is something I was mentioning earlier. I don't know if you guys know this, but I do right now with the newer songs, the newer shows, I do have to share revenue, which I am so happy to do because this is, especially right now, this is just kind of like a fun little side thing that I just really do for you guys. And well, it's fun for me too, but I think I would have, if it wasn't for you guys and being excited about my videos, I probably wouldn't be making them. But because I have a little fun little family here, I make these videos for you guys. But the newer Star Kid stuff does have some copyright on it. They have it set up to where I share the revenue. I think it's like 50-50. Again, like I'm totally happy to do that. But with the older ones, they don't have as strict of copyright issues on them. Why was I mentioning that? I think it was just a side thing that I knew I needed to say. Okay, so let's look at these in order. First song, High School is Killing Me. I'm so dead. That I have to think about, so it's such a contrasting song. It's the opener song. I always say there's 4 really important songs. The opener of the whole show, the closer of the whole show, and the 2 songs that take us out of act 1 and into act 2. So those are the 4 most important shows. When I music direct, these are the 4 songs that I really focus on and make sure that everyone, because you have to capture somebody's attention. And then for act 2, again, you have to recapture their attention after they've had a little brain break. And then you kind of have to have like this emotional cliffhanger or this kind of like finishing this kind of semi closure of act 1, and then you have to close it all up. Speaking of that, so High School is Killing Me is our opener. It's really also interesting that we open up with a acting scene rather than most musicals go straight into a opening number. And even old school musicals started with an overture, and this overture would last like 10 minutes. It was almost like time for like I did Oklahoma. I was in Oklahoma the musical one time. Well, I was in it for one run of the show, and I just remember being backstage getting ready to start for the opening of the show and it being so long. But it just set, setting the mood is really important. Back to High School is Killing Me. In this show, High School is Killing Me is it's really they did such a wonderful job, and I freaked out. I think that was, again, that's the one that John Madison, I think that he ended up finding that video because I think somebody posted it on Reddit and was like, "You need to look at this," or mentioned it in one of his lives. And because I was just so proud of his growth and his control over his voice. Um, so man, I once you get to the end of the show, we don't really see much of John Madison except for as Wiggly, which was also awesome. I mean, look at those two. Looking at John Madison in High School is Killing Me versus his the summoning, two very different voices. So one, and then High School is Killing Me is just so good. High School, I can't get it out of my head. It's bouncy. I'm so fucking dead. It's on an A right now. Because I save S for like the ones that I just can't handle it. Like it's just so good. So it's an A right now. How are you feeling that? Hi Tia. I just like look I went on a huge rant. I don't see the chat overlay right now. Let me set up my phone to where I can see the chat better. High School is Killing Me. I'm dead. I want to hear the beginning of that though. Let's listen to it. Oh, I want to listen. We'll listen to it. If I don't play more than 10 seconds, it will be fine. So listening to the actual soundtrack. Look, okay, so I'm just letting you guys know this was already on this is the last song I was listening to in my music. So I do indeed listen to these songs, and it was Cool as I Think I Am. That was the last song I actually listened to. I also had listened to Dirty Dudes Must Die, but so I have the outros. I don't know how many people actually listen to the outros because they're like, okay, it's over, and they exit, and that's totally cool. But I have been recording myself singing parts of the songs or like little clips of something that gets stuck in my head or that I really like. And anyway, so I do, whenever I go rehearse for that, I do rehearse for that. I don't just like do it. I listen to the original and learn it, and then I do it. But anyway, what am I looking for? High School is Killing Me. High School is Killing Me. So hot for working boys. It's so hilarious. Asler's here. I can watch the entirety because I'm packing for vacation, but I wasn't feeling well, so it's nice to see you. Aw, I hope you feel better, Asler. Not Tuesday, please. I have to take the GRE that day. I'm not even sure what the GRE is. Okay, so listening to the very beginning of this song, High School is Killing Me. Okay, so this is their like overture type. Okay, the I'm not a loser. I did not even realize because I'm going back for the first time to listen to it. That's that's the main theme that just like, oh, it's almost foreshadowing with the music, isn't it? They're setting the theme. That's like got to be like the main theme, the main emotional theme too. I mean, I know that there is not, sorry. Ow. I'm sorry, I hurt myself. uh Everybody. Yeah, we're just here. We just started. Just caught this live. Yay. We'll probably just listen because I have to take my dog to the vet. Aw. Hope your dog's okay. John loves the shows he's done. I've seen him comment on other reactors too. It's endearing. He reminds me a lot of me. Like, I think when you start becoming a creator, there's these invisible rules that most people do. Like, they're pretty private about their social, and I get that, and I respect that, but there's a lot of filters. And I'm not a very filtered person. I believe if you have a good heart, you can be you can be unfiltered. It takes a lot of energy and thought for me to be filtered. I'm a very transparent person, and I also I see that in John, and I think that's why he gets so excited and passionate about these things that he does. He can't help but say them. Um, yes, the intro overture, and then we get it. Okay, Bailey Norton. Bailey must be newer. I love all these questions, Bailey. Keep them coming. Um, I am going to react to other Star Kid news. I I don't think I'll be leaving Star Kid land until you guys tell me to. I will say whenever the Harry Potter series was going, the first I watched the Harry Potter musical and was obsessed with it. So that one will probably be like a finale. The Harry Potter series will probably be like a finale of all the Star Kid stuff that you guys want to watch with me. I'm Harry Potter obsessed. So I have my Hufflepuff bear. He has a wand, but it's an accessory and I lose those. So I do have I know it's a straight up Build-A-Bear. Guys, this is how nerdy I am. My mother-in-law bought this for me for Christmas. I can't do- Got a I saw the bill, and I have 3 kids, mind you. I got a Build-A-Bear bag, and I was like, "Is this for me or for my daughter?" She's like, "That's for you." And it was a Hufflepuff. It has this little badger because I'm a Hufflepuff. And then I have this. My husband's a Slytherin, so I made this. There's a pillow within this, and then it has my husband is a Slytherin. And so I took this from a shirt that I bought at like Hot Topic at the time, and I made this pillow. And then I even have Fang. Y'all, I'm so nerdy. That's why I was like, this is so good for me. So I will to answer your question, I will be watching all the Harry Potter series, and honestly, what y'all want me to watch is what I'm going to watch. I am getting distracted. And then you panicked about whether you said something mean. I did, Jar. Wow, that's so funny. We will never tell you to leave Star Kid Land. Mwahaha. Well, what am I going to watch whenever I run out of Star Kid shows? Although the way that I've been sending out reaction videos like a year for one show, I might just like keep up with them. um it is iconic, right? Slytherin and Hufflepuff. Okay, so High School is Killing Me, the motive, and I really wanted to hear the I'm dead, John. Ugh.
I'm dead.
Ugh.
The blood is all draining from my head. The nightmare started there, but now I spread. My pulse is certainly dropping, and my life is hanging on by
I'm
a thread.
scared. Someone comes for me. I'm unprepared. That's really high, actually. That's the Lauren part. Wow, I can't even find that note. Where is it? I'm there it is. I'm scared. So how about a little vocal lesson for you guys for I hate eyes. I'm scared with where that is for I'm a mezzo soprano. So where that is for most girls is like right on the break or right above the break. If you're approaching a vowel, A-E-I-O-U, in that kind of break land for you, you have to I had to first. I had to hum it. Make sure you have the note right. I'm scared. Then you can breathe in on the vowel. I'm scared. And then it'll come, you get it locked in place so you don't have to do much aiming for your voice. I'm scared. I really like how John does it. He has a nice full I. He resonates on the ah. I'm scared. That really helps too because you get a nice more open vowel. There's your mini lesson. You're welcome. Okay, so High School is Killing Me is an A, but just for John's improvement alone and just how gooey the intro is, I'm moving up High School is Killing Me. Now, and that is just for the beginning alone. Like they had such a beautiful opening. The whole high school is killing me. That section is really cute. I really also remember now that I really liked how they went from those two, the duet between John and Lauren, and then they just blended into the whole what's the word I'm trying to say? The whole ensemble or the whole cast doing their thing. Okay. Checking in. What do y'all think about that? What do y'all think about that placement of High School is Killing Me being in S rank? I wonder if I want to zoom this in. I'm gonna do it. Does that work for you guys? Okay. I can even do this. Dope. Okay, yeah. High School is Killing Me in the top tier, personally, yeah. Then after you run out of all of those, you're gonna have to start going in person only. Only tiny theater shows like Mamma Mia, but different. Okay. TCB. If you've seen any of the TCB premieres, you know I'm obsessed with them. I've never heard of what's TCB? I don't know. Tin Can Brothers. Are you so proud of me? I got there by myself. Is it Tin Can Brothers? I do remember y'all telling me about that, actually. Angela's vocals had me doing a double take in Cinderella's Castle. Okay, I cannot wait for Cinderella's Castle. Mama. Who did Mamma Mia? I mean, I love Mamma Mia. The main girl character, not the winner takes it all. I've been begging the theater where I work to do Mamma Mia so that I can play Donna. I would love to be Donna. The winner takes it all, the loser has to fall. Even in middle school, I used to jam that a lot. Okay. I'm getting distracted. I need to not look at my phone. Okay, High School is Killing Me. That is top tier. It really set the scene really nicely. What's after that? I wonder if I can remember. I think it's Nerdy Prudes Must Die. No. Literal Monster is next. Let us look. Go to album. Literal Monster. Okay, so I'm already not in S tier because when I first listened to this, I did not like, and I said this in my last video, I didn't like the Dirty Prince Must Die, Dirty Prince Must Die. And I remember I did say that it is an acquired taste, and I think I did start liking it, especially when I heard Angela do it. I think it just could have been a little cleaner. But also thinking of that, the rhythm changes in that was really awesome. I love the play on literal monster and the foreshadowing of it all because he does turn into a literal monster. That part right there is so Jeff Flynn. Did that go? Huh? Wait. I don't remember that. Huh. It reminds me of sumo wrestlers getting ready for a fight. Huh. Oh yeah, the classroom. He's got the hallway unlocked. His fists are always have cocked. He's got me. Joey Richter, I think his voice would just suited the nerdness so well. He's got me hiding on lock. Joey Richter did so well at the beginning of this too. I just think his voice suits this character so well. Can I say that again? So well. In my locker. He's got the face of a saint that pulls his best in strength. The hottest girl, yeah, he knocked her. You have a girl. The hottest girl, yeah, he knocked her. You have a girl seducer. You're not him, you're a loser. Wow. You're not him, you're a loser. That almost set up kind of the rules of him being a literal monster. You're not him, you're a loser. If you're not, so who's a loser in Max's eyes? Everyone. That explains so much. So whenever he went to go attack the mayor, and the mayor's like, I'm the mayor, you can't attack me, and this is the face of the mayor. If I was the mayor of your town, this is what I would look like. Why is my face doing that? I'm like gonna wait to see what my face actually looked like because that felt crazy. But everybody, like, everyone was fair game. Everybody was a loser. I can't imagine anyone else playing Peter other than Joey, right, Bailey? Um, oh, what is this? You can always improve. What did Olive Parmesan say? Am I a fake TCB fan if I've only seen Spies Are Forever? Okay, I remember seeing Spies Are Forever. I have some lives to do, huh? Hey, I think watching those TCB, if I get distracted during the year, I can definitely do some live reactions to smaller things like that, right? Is does or are they full musicals that are going to require me to do this? I think Working Boys works really well as a live because it's not so works really well as a live because it's not as sing-songy, so there's not as many songs for me to react to, if that makes sense. That's so funny. Okay, I thought we were talking about improving. Thursday is his birthday. Wait, Thursday. Okay, duly noted. I'm not a nerd. I'm an elected official. Okay, I feel like that makes you more nerdy, but you do you, boo. Bryce always has so much attitude in her voice for real life, even when it is just a yes. Honestly, I was wondering if that was Bryce Charles, and then and then we heard a little bit of the personalities. Yeah, y'all just tell me what else can be alive that if I get too busy to I really don't know how the school year is going to be. Last year was my first year teaching in a full time in a school. And so that really took some getting used to and I didn't even have prep time. Remember I was thrown in uh I was there for almost a full year, but I got thrown in. So I don't know how this year is going to go. So we'll see. But so I don't want to make any promises that I can't keep. I can promise that I will be I'll be as present as it possibly can be. Also having toddlers is just insane. Um but anyway, okay, literal monster for that. So let's go. Somebody said they really liked the ending vocals. I think it was Bryce Charles.
He's a literal monster. You're doomed to be a victim.
Ugh. Bryce Charles saved this song.
He's a literal monster. And you cry. Damn literal monster.
And then Will comes in with it. Ugh.
And you cry.
I have to hear that again.
And you cry. I'm the reason.
Huh, huh.
You run and hide. I'm a literal. Don't need no one to tell me. High school would be my peak. So I'm willing to take it, man.
Guys, this album is so good. Is everything going to end up S tier? Bryce Charles setting up the I Roar first and then having Will come in and sing that alone puts it at S tier for me. I did not think I thought Literal Monster was going to be an A, but just listening to that, insane. I want to listen to the very, very end. Also, the huh, huh, the dude's going huh, huh, crack me up. So you get these beautiful vocals and then it's huh, huh. It reminds me of I'll make a man out of you. Huh. I'm never gonna catch my breath. Say goodbye to those who knew me. Why was I a fool in school for cutting Jim? This guy's got him scared to death. Hope he doesn't see right through me. Did I ever mention I really would like to be a vocal a voice actor one day? That would be so fun. I think it would be good. I want to hear the end. You can watch us an octave jump. How fun. Do y'all just feel like we're hanging out listening to music? That's the best, isn't it? It's so fun. Oh, it's Kim. Was it Kim Whalen? Wait, who's saying? Oh, it's Kim Whalen. You roar and wow, I thought that was Bryce. Why do I remember that as Bryce? Bye. Wow. Bryce would have saved it too, though. Yeah, that's true. Yes, yes. Like I just put Kim up accidentally right next to Bryce, which like one of the better singers of the group, definitely more of the more trained, but it's way more, it's always had like a classical edge to it. So the fact that that does speak volumes, the fact that she kind of tricked me. If I hear that kind of, that like soulful voice, I'm thinking that that's Bryce. So, but I can't really knock him at all, can I though? Because what did I say was the song that keeps getting stuck into my head? It was, it's you know the song, my brain. The song that keeps getting stuck in my head that I can't think of. It's not there right now. I'll let you know. Take me back to da 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 da. The song's always in my head. Oh, in Hatchettown. Okay, that's what I'm remembering. Like, I'm remembering her emotions, and I remember talking about it, so that's why I got distracted. But Kim killed it in this, and she saved it. Okay, let us move on. Cool as I Think I Am. Guys, this is the song that I really think it might be my favorite. I mean, I'm going to stick it right on up there in S. I just already know. We're going to listen to it a little bit and let me explain my thinking here. The reasoning for this one is that it is stuck in my head all of the time. It's repeating, and this was also the one where I was like, Joey, my heart, I will fight for the underdog. I will. I think that's me. Um I mean, like, aggressively. So if you wanna see my viciousness, if somebody's getting bullied or if somebody is like, I can see the potential in them and they're just, like, going through it, I will be by that person's side so fast. So I really have an emotional, like, Joey Richter and Cool as I Think I Am has my heart, and that alone, the acting alone and the character alone can almost forgive any vocal, even if they're not saying that there are vocal issues there, but I will pick that over vocal issues. Does that make sense? Um, yes, both of them have a lot of, both Kim and Bryce have a lot of versatilities. Um, I'm reading. That is funny. Do you remember the way the nerds were actually doing quite cool choreo? Meanwhile, the bullies were dancing like dorks. Yeah. Um, aw, Nilo, if you're leaving, read my spies are forever comment. I need to eat dinner, but I can't leave until I make sure my spies is safe. Okay, okay. Let me see. No, do not do Spies Are Forever as live at all. Don't let anyone spoil that show for you. It needs your full attention. Okay, I got it. I got it. I got it. Got it. Bye. Bye. Yeah, try to come back. Um, okay. Let me woo. It's really interesting being on here as well because I on the album on I'm on Apple Music. It's funny how much of them have an explicit symbol next to them. It because it's done their horror is kind of done in a like they're crude. It's balanced out with their goofiness and their nerdiness. So it's really it's just so me. I've absolutely loved this show. I'm wondering now, was Nerdy Prudes Must Die my favorite? I really liked, they're all different flavors. I think Nerdy Prudes Must Die might be my favorite thus far. It's just the music is so good. It's so fun to belt and sing. The nerdiness balanced with the comedic horror is just so good for me. I love a nice dichotomy. Dichotomy meaning when two opposite things work really well together. So when you have like you have horror, but you have comedy, I think that's why people love Star Kid music so much. Um, I've actually heard a little bit of controversy about the lyrics in Cool as I Think I Am. Let's listen. I love it. I mean, you ever listen to like hear an intro of a song and you're immediately hooked? That's this for me.
I bet you'd call this luck. Well, that's your perspective. I bet this song will suck. Doesn't take a detective. It's as cool as I think I am.
It's as cool as I think I am. Whoa, whoa. And then they did such a really good job of setting the song up for the really big the climactic reprise, right? Let me speed up for a little. So I do want to talk about that for a second. But this, I don't think I noticed that in the "See Me as Someone." I will say I do hear as a vocal director and or a vocal teacher hearing that squeeze at the top. See me as someone, da da da, who I am. That he had a little bit of squeezer up there where I would almost rather like this reach feeling, like you're reaching out for something rather than see me as someone, if that makes sense. So just a side thought that just happened there. The build up. And I think there's a okay, so interesting. I was hearing the reprise in my head because I was expecting the build up part there. Um like we hear in the reprise. I was waiting for it. If I loved you, I think I might. So I think I might. This is crazy. This tier lists are so hard because you're like something. There has to be a balance. There has to be some at the bottom in order. So look, let's look at cool as I think I am. Am I thinking of I think the reprise is better than cool as I think I am. And so how can it be on the same level? That's what I'm gonna do. I'm moving down to cool as I think I am to A, only because I think I'm thinking of cool as I think I am reprise, which is crazy. I will say that's another thing I've really realized doing these videos. I never realized how much I love a good reprise. So good. What are y'all saying? What are y'all saying over there? Let me put my back on. My what back on? I'm gonna put my chat back on so I can see what y'all are saying. If I loved you, you would know it. Oh, I have to remember that I just moved the camera and I put my hand. I feel like I'm by myself when I can't see myself. So, apologies for all of that. Quirky. I like that word. It's not bad. It's just quirky. Um, Gotta ask if you've seen K-pop Demon Hunters. Wait, Jar, you have no idea what you just did. We can't talk about K-pop Demon Hunters because I need to do a whole reaction video over at K-pop Demon Hunters. I uh, I'm gonna get so not to derail, but that will derail me. I love it. I love K-pop Demon Hunters. That is another side thing about me is I definitely like all the Asian dramas. Like if I'm picking a show on Netflix and I'm not watching musicals or something, it's going to be a Mando drama or a K drama. And I'm not super into like I like K-pop, but I'm not super into it. But the music of K-pop Demon Hunters is insane. I love See, you are going to derail me. I think I need to just do a whole reaction video on that alone. Um, what if you went with songs that you think are worst first? I think that I'm going to continue going in order. But I mean, maybe I should. I just know that I'll get distracted. I mean, I guess there's a whole bunch here. Oh, it's really sad. Okay, I know that some people love this because they love Ruth's character. Just for Once was not one of my favorites. In fact, we'll put that on B right now. Um, and let me kind of go through the song. It's not one that kind of gets stuck in my head. I love it for the character development. I really like Ruth's character. Um, I think though that it was more it's hard. Like I get it for what it is. It just wasn't one of my personal favorites. Um so anybody mad at me for that? I feel like we are. Think Mariah's voice sounds the best in Cool as I Think I Am compared to her other songs, but her and Barry the Bully doing the following part, chef's kiss, as you say. I do say that a lot. I do say chef's kiss a lot. With a tier list, you can list everything in S if that's what you believe, but just rearrange them so the one you think is best that's true. I read bad. Are you mad at me, Livia? The opening number had me losing it in a good way. When the raps started coming in, like holy, you were talking about K-pop. Yeah, yes, it is so good. Okay, good. Somebody agrees with me, so I don't feel crazy. Um, Mostly I would put like I if I didn't believe in balance, like I believe in hard work and balance. Like what can we really consider the best? If everything is next to the best, then it's not, it just diminishes something that really deserves to be high up there. You know what I mean? So we're gonna leave that there. But I like that you said that because that is something that kind of gives me a nice balance. I will say I don't, if I put it in C or D, I have to really hate it. And I don't think there's anything in um Nerdy Prudes Must Die that I really hated. Um okay, so cool as I think I so look at the summoning. I loved um because it's up me alley. um I do love the show. Okay, so yeah, they do always have a show within a show songs, which is not typical musicals, but in a Star Kid musical, we do expect that, isn't it? And I do love that they kind of played with that. The barbecue monologues just was kind of, it makes sense in a high school because what would you see in a high school? You wouldn't see a show playing like you do in Black Friday. You had well, that's what's so interesting because the guy who didn't like musicals is almost like a show within the whole thing was a show within a show. But then you have Black Friday, that where their show within a show is the Santa Claus, the Kris Kringle stuff, or the whatever his name was, the like the Santa stuff. And then this one you did have the barbecue monologues. So there's love for it and I appreciate it for what it is. It's just not the song that I'm probably going to be putting on a favorite playlist. Yes. It is, it is sad. It is sad. Okay. The Summoning right now is an A. I remember and it's hard because there's the character, there's the story development, there's the song, there's the, and then we see the Lords in Black reveal, and that alone was fun, but vocally, there, besides the beginning, the summoning part was really cool. But it was all unison and they needed to be that way because it wasn't about the vocals in this moment. It was about, we needed to hear as the audience member the story growth. We needed to hear what the Lords in Black were going to say. So I also do appreciate that they were like I just realized the angle that I've put myself at like a nerd. Oops. Okay, we'll see if that fixes it. If I loved you. See, that's stuck in my head. I may as well, since we're just talking about it, let me just tell everyone that Cool as I Think I Am Reprise is up there. It's just stuck in my head. I'm talking about a completely different song and I'm singing it. Um, the mashup was so good in Cool as I Think I Am Reprise. I just love a reprise. I love a reprise. I love a reprise and a reprise. Talking about If I Loved You, I think is not an S tier. I think it is an A tier. I think it was super cute. And if there was like a middle tier, I almost want to put If I Loved You in A tier and then move everything else down. Which I guess I could. But because I do really like it, but I don't think it is as man, am I mad at myself for this? I might be mad at myself for this because I love Pete and Steph so much. It's one of my favorite story arcs. I love a good romance and they're just so cute together. What is happening? Oh no, I'm sorry, Ashley, because you distracted me. Yeah, you should be. I'm just kidding, Jar. uh, I'm not mad. Her just being immediately murdered in cold blood straight after spoils the song for me, to be honest. And then honestly, that was the worst way to die. Are you talking about after Ruth, but how Ruth died? Like it, that one. But then we got to think of how did John's character Richie died by getting his nips taken off. Uh, I mean, they're done in such nerdy ways. I think he also had a swirly. They were like, "What's the nerdiest way to die?" Speaking of this, I think we can talk about this. Wait, what is that show? There's a show, I think it's like 100 Ways to Die, Dumbest Ways to Die or something. It used to be a show on like on cable that you could watch. Sorry, the dogs are barking. I don't know if you can hear them. The dogs are barking next door. Shut up. um, but what was I saying? See, I got distracted by dogs. Oh, the um the dumbest ways to die, and I just remember one one chick died from a cucumber, like a full-on cucumber. Like she choked to death on a cucumber. It's just crazy. I feel like that's what they did with Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Let's find the nerdiest ways to die. But yeah, that one was hard to watch. The wedgie. Richie had multiple lacerations to his neck and chest, which is pretty bad. Yes. Mhm. Yes, If I Love You does pay off when it comes back in As Cool as I Think I Am reprise, which is another reason why I think that If I Loved You should be A tier instead of Cool as I Think I Am reprise, because the reprise is just so good. Um, oh, I guess Livia says in The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, it's show-stopping number. Which I guess so, but to me, it was more like I mean, yes, a little bit, but not as much, I think, as the other ones. But I think that was kind of like their first hint, and maybe because Show-Stopping Number did so well, they were like, maybe they thought like, "What? Why was that so good? Why was that so well taken?" And maybe they thought it was because like the show and the within a show aspect, and so they started to recreate those in all of their shows. You'll see what I mean by why these start taking way too long. I definitely have already spent like a good 40 minutes on this. I had to have. If I loved you. The show-stopping number did so well, they were like, I was yelling at myself to be quiet. Purple nurpled and swirly to death, right? Oh, no more nips. Yeah, yeah. Um, Me thinking y'all can read with me. um, that's insane. The deaths are insane. Yeah. Okay. Wait, are Lords in Black different than the Summoning? I thought the Summoning and the Lords in Black were the same song. Let us see. I'm pretty sure. So they don't have there's not a song separate from Lords in Black, but I do kind of like that somebody separated it. And that's what happened. Whoever created this the Lords in Black is the Summoning. So I I'll put it as an A tier because I really, really like the Lords in Black. We needed that. Um, but again, vocal wise, it doesn't get stuck in my head. There's too many words to get stuck into my head. It was really important for the story. The summoning, but then it's hard because this I don't know. They're both really good. The summoning was really good. I really liked the harmonies on the summoning. It was really cool. I really liked that. Yeah, it is one song. Used to it's said I started 35 minutes ago. I'm an ADHDer, okay? Time's a funny thing. It feels like so long, especially when I'm ranting and just talking to myself basically. You when I watched when I first watched, I didn't like the summoning, but now it's way up there, like S tier. That's another thing too, is like these songs kind of age like fine wine. The looking at Black Friday, Take Me Back to da 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 was not high on my list, but because it's still living in my head from that show, it's gotta be one of the top songs. Ooh, that reminds me, when I said Black Friday, it reminded me of I saved it. It reminded me of a comment I saw recently, and I either want to create a short for it or create a video for it. Somebody's auditioning for for a show. Let's see. Oh, somebody's playing McNamara as a girl, but I can't find any videos of it sung in a female voice for ideas. I would love to hear you sing it. And that's from Hell Critter 6668. So I love it. Wait. Oh, I think that was on my America's Great Again. I think that was the wrong tune. It's been a while since I've listened to it, but um what does that mean? You don't give a shit about my phone? Why are we yelling? Are you yelling at me? Oh, you're talking about Lord in Black. I was like, "Wait, did I do something wrong?" You were talking about were you talking about Lords in Black? I need confirmation on that now. Um, I can finally sing it most of the time. Who was that? I don't think this person is here. Hell Critter, if you're here, let me know. The very intro of Lords in Black, the bit with the light cues, I absolutely love. Don't use that word often, but you love it so much. I got it. I got you now, and Kate. My feelings were hurt for only a split second, but not for the right. Okay, literal monster reprise. I have to listen. Music. Hmm. Wait, what? Where's literal monster reprise? Y'all help. Why? What was literal monster reprise? Is that part of something else? I feel like it's part of something else. Someone help me. Literal monster reprise? I didn't know that was an actual song. Gender swapping is the funnest thing. If we were gender swapping, is there a role that you wish you could really play? What would it be? Oh, of Lords in Black? Are we talking about okay, I'll do it. Oh, but it's called The Summoning. I really do love this. A is love. The chanting in the back is so good. And they're low. Oh. Oh.
Did it work? Hello, Swendy Wins.
The transition's really good too. Na 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 na. This song was so fun. Na 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 na. Honestly, sometimes it's what makes or break for me. Sometimes what is a make or break for me is the back. What are they doing in the back? Na 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 na. I love those. I probably could listen to a whole song just made up of that kind of motive, like motifs. I love it. They're so fun. Like, huh. One of the reasons why I'll make a man out of you from Mulan is because of all of the huh. It's so funny to me. Um the beginning is so good. It is, it is, it is. The summoning summoned me. That's funny. Hello. Okay, so where were we? Literal monster reprise. I feel like I can't put that up there. It's Max's part. Oh, of literal monster. Well, I kind of placed literal monster in S. Part of the reason was because of him coming through, and this was the most I heard of. Like, I loved Will's floating voices in that. That is weird because I really thought I'm gonna treat it all as one. Um, but if I were separating them, then they probably wouldn't make it into S tier. Them individually would be A because you really need literal monster to make the reprise so good. Like, they work together, and that's why I put them in S. I'm drinking a lot of Diet Coke, so I'm apologies. Why are we talking about Matilda? Somebody said Miss Trunchbull. For Little Miss Repressure Max first. Okay, got it. Not for me, but I love Miss Trunchbull on Broadway. Not at all. Oh, we're talking about Treasures. Trunchbull's hard because it's typically played, it's already kind of gender bending. So I've done Matilda 3 times. It's just such a it is the best, in my opinion, the best show to put on at a children's theater. It is so good. Tim Minchin wrote Matilda really high up in their voices purposefully to make them sound like they're screaming or whining. But on Broadway, Trunchbull is a female played by a male. But then I've also done it to where females have played that role. So it's ironic because it felt wrong whenever I had the female playing Trunchbull. It felt wrong to be because I think it's supposed to be played by a dude. It's just funny. It's kind of like the mom in mom is that mom? No, Hairspray. The mom in Hairspray is John Travolta in the movie plays the mom, like what's her name? Penny's mom. Not Penny. I can't remember. Summoned by the Summoning. I love that. Yeah, I don't love that this tier list separates some of those songs into 2, and I don't think that I think I'm just going to treat them as 1, and that's kind of why I put Literal Monster and Literal Monster Reprise together. There are now, cool as I think I am, Reprise, that's an actual reprise. Best of You is on there. That was just cute. It's on B because it does close this up. I don't think it does. I say it closes this up. It is still tricking me, like, as it's the ending song. It's just sweet. I like it for what it is. Again, I really like Steph and Pete having their moment. It just felt like, and we're tying off the story arc so we can move on. Type Vibes, it was cute. I liked it. I wouldn't say I loved it. I wouldn't say I hated it. I didn't hate it at all. I really liked it, but that's it. I liked it. Tracy, yes. Tracy is Tracy's mom in Hairspray is also played by a dude. So if a female was playing the mom, it would be kind of weird. You would need a really like the point of those characters is to show like these really, like if you have a really beefy woman that can really play Trunchbull, then go for it. But when I trained obviously because I was the music director, but I trained that Trunchbull I had the music. I think I had to change the keys and raise the keys because they're written for a male voice. So it's a really Disney Channel movie moment, which is nice and sweet, but yeah. I'm reading the comments. Okay. Dirty. I feel like I can't do Dirty Dudes Must Die. I feel like that's the end. In Hatchettown. Let's look at Hatchettown. I'm getting distracted. I'm going to do what I know. I love Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Nerdy Prudes Must Die. I feel like I talked about this all. Did I talk about it in the wrong song? I might have. Like the Nerdy Prudes Must Die. Nerdy Prudes Must Die. But I loved it. But I loved Dirty Dudes Must Die. I feel like it's this. I feel like Dirty Dudes Must Die is top tier because it was such a shock character-wise. Angela freaking killed it. Hot take, or not a hot take, curious question. Which song did she kill better? Do we like Dirty Dudes Must Die better than Black Friday, or do we like Black Friday from Black Friday? That's actually another interesting. So she had the title of show song, which was Black Friday. And then she almost basically she almost had title of show. Like she didn't have Nerdy Prudes Must Die, but it was basically the same song. You talked about how it grew on you in the last video. Yes. Well, and it's not necessarily the overall song. It was that one section, the Nerdy Prudes Must Die. And I think it just needs to be done right. Nerdy Prudes Must Die. No, or I think maybe we needed to hold out the die part. Something needed to be fluffed. And Angela did it better than Will in that moment. Just for that one part. I loved the setup. But it's one of those songs that there's so much setting. Are y'all noticing this theme? There's so many songs that are setting up other songs. So it's hard. How do you say the setup is not as good of a song as the it just hits, it grows. It just hits different when you hear what got set up. All of Act 1 is almost setting up all of Act 2. Aw. Oh, you love a song more than Cinder. I hear that Angela's song in Cinderella's Castle is really good. Black Friday was more your type. I love that. I really did like Black Friday as well. I think Black Friday might I think I like them backwards. So I think I like Nerdy Prince Must Die best because all the nerd jokes just they're so relatable and they're so funny to me. And then I think I like Black Friday second, and then the guy who didn't like musicals, which I also like, but they've just had so much growth over the past few years. It's insane. Maybe it's biased, but Nerdy Prudes Must Die is my favorite song by far, not only because of Will's singing and John's amazing. Oh, yes, the I'm not a loser. You are so right. So I see this is why I do read the comments because it could be just that I'm not remembering something, but the I'm not a loser moment killed me. That alone gives it an S tier. You're so right. It's what introduced you to Star Kid. That is awesome. I don't know how to say your name, so apologies if I say it wrong, but I do want to do a little shout out. Arakan? Arakan? I don't know how to say your name. Forgive me. Yeah, the emotions of Black Friday make it so special and emotional that it beats out almost any of their other songs for me. Also in Black Friday, I was thinking about how funny it was. Another show within a show was there. Just the start of the show was a commercial, which is so clever of them. Dirty, dirty girl, won't you sing for me? I think I really, really, really like that song. Dirty, dirty girl, won't you sing for me? Like it's a hot song. I remember yeah, I edited this video towards the beginning of it's been almost a full year now. But I remember editing this video and my husband walking in and I was like, don't listen, close your ears. It felt shameful listening to this song and liking it as much as I do. Who else feels like that? That is so funny. The darkness will spare my soul. And why don't I open up the Shh, don't yell at me. Like the first day of school, yeah. Okay, we're listening to Go Go.
Hey Ruth, your headgear is fire today.
Go Go Nighthawks.
It's like the start of a new year.
They're way up there. I think that Jeff Blim really, I don't know if he's still in this phase, but he really liked playing with his falsetto. It's like the start of a new year. This is written really high.
To social climb. Want to join the swim team? And got a class on.
But another thing is that they're supposed to be teenagers, so writing it higher is smart. Just like I was talking about how I mentioned Tim Minchin in Matilda, he purposely wrote up all of the children's stuff because it's typically like you have adults in the ensemble playing these kids and singing it up that high as the regular kids that got cast. But it's done purposefully. So I wonder if Jeff Blim kind of did this on purpose and kept it up high, like the notes up high because of this. And also I do remember talking about Corey Doris in this one and being like, oh, he just doesn't shine as well next to the others. And I wonder if it's because Corey Doris just sits lower and they were all, it's like the da-da-da-da-da. Social climb. Another thing to kind of think about and note is that whenever you have ensembles, it's better to stay as close to C major, the key of C major as possible, because that's it's just a nice middle to where the dudes can kind of bring up their male voices and just sing a little higher, and then the females can rest lower so that you can blend better. That's not always the case. This sounds like it's in a different key. I'm actually curious to see what key this is in now. Go Go Nighthawk Supremacy. I love this song so much. He said he was taking his stuff down in the reprise. I don't know what. Oh. Darkness will spare my soul. I love Dirty Girl. Um, Dirty Girl is hit or miss for most, but I love it, and I think it's because it is such a risque, if you will. I almost felt the same way when I watched, is his name Nolan in maybe it's not Nolan, in Ride the Cyclone, and he sings what is his song in Ride the Cyclone? Anybody know? Know what I'm talking about? And it gives, like, the cabaret vibes, and he goes crazy at the end with those crazy awesome belts. Um, it's just really good. My favorite Star Kid song of all time is from Cinderella's Castle. Oh, yeah, okay, okay, okay. Hot take, Dirty Girl wishes it was Dead Girl Walking. But I wonder if it was yeah, that's funny. Dead Girl Walking from Heathers. Noel, thank you, I knew it was close. I was like, "It's not Noel." Yeah, Noel. And he sings what is Jeff said he is taking his songs down in what does that mean? That he's taking his songs down, like, he doesn't like them? Oh! Oh, in keys, I forgot I was talking about that. Um Yeah. I well, and I remember watching some of his lives, and he's like, "Why do I write this so fucking high?" Not like high, but like high up in the registers. Um, he's like, "There's no need for me to be that high." Dirty Girls is one of my favorite songs, but a similar sexy song. Oh, absolutely beats it. Did you see the hair toss? That's what just oh, let's go. Noel's Lament. Yes, that's ironic. And thank you. Noel's Lament kind of gives me the same vibes. Like I should be watching it like this. I love it though. I love that's another one I love. Dirty Girl and Noel's Lament is pretty much this on the same level for me. Dirty, dirty girl, won't you sing for me? But I love Angela's voice in overall in this show. I have a soft spot for Grace, even though she's like I would never want to be around Grace in real life. I would be terrified that she would F something up, honestly, and I'd be like, oh no, it's Grace again. Probably feel like stuff. I think I would probably relate more to stuff with how she is with Grace. I feel like that. Um Oh, fun question. If you casted yourself in Nerdy Prudes Must Die, like that's most like you, not something that you want to because the role is fun, who would you be? I think I would probably be Steph. But that not necessarily saying like, oh, it's the popular kid. Like my dad wasn't the mayor or anything, like in terms of that, but like in terms of how she reacts to people. Like I love a good underdog. Like it wouldn't matter to me. How she treats other people. And then her relationship with Grace is just I relate to that. I'm like, "Why are we doing this? Why are we making this choice?" Oh my gosh, and it reminds me her reaction is so good in the whenever, the sex stuff is happening between, Max and Grace. And she's like, "What is happening right now?" So funny. Step 1000%. I'd be Ruth, says in Kate. Grace is a good character, but a horrible person. I know. Who's the Grace of our group, y'all? Speak up now or forever hold your peace. Who was he might have I don't dislike oh yeah, he might have been high too. I think he talked about that. You're so right, Noel, and Noel's meant. I just think it's not as good, and that's fair, Sapphics, Jar of Sapphics. No, I meant Black Friday, the song. I loved Nerdy Prince Must Die more in general, if not for anything, from having more Joey. LOL. Fair. The most fun role to play in MP Nerdy Prince Must Die for me would be Ruth because it's really polarizing to me. As I'm asexual, so it would be fun. But if we were keeping my voice in mind, I'd have to be Mayor Lauder. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I think, like, if voice didn't matter, I wanna know, like, as like, a personality quiz almost, who like, if you're on BuzzFeed taking a "Which character am I?" Who would it be? Um, Grace would be fun to play. I agree. I think I would want to play Grace because what a freaking fun role, and then the Dirty Dudes Must Die, I want to sing that song. Um, but anyway, yeah. Guys, we have 4 more. Hi, y'all, just jumping back in on my phone. as I have seen to confirm, yes, I've seen the reprise both. What do you want, Paul? And You Tied in My Heart are taken in lowercase keys. Ooh, interesting. Also, they actually brought up not your seed to a higher key. I actually agree with it that they should have done that. It wasn't it for Mariah herself. I don't know if she reprised that role. That was I think they could have brought that higher to make it more impactful. So I like that they did that. Interesting. Or maybe it was even above an octave. I'm not sure. An octave is a big jump. That's 8 tones up. So it'd be like the same but way up. So unless like another that's really high. Honestly, Richie, special interests on autism coded. We thought you were material in my head. I don't actually say stuff like this, laugh out loud. Sure, jar. T, if I could sing and play anyone, it would have to be Miss Holloway. Ugh, that is another thing I gotta think of. I think whenever you find somebody that's like you try to stay away. I think I'm more like Kim Whalen than I want to admit. I love her. Like I think she's beautiful. She's a beautiful singer. She's an amazing actress. But it makes me question like why do I try to stay away from her or not talk about her as much? And I think it's because I think I'm most similar to her. I mean, she plays a teacher in this. I'm a teacher, and I'm very much that cheesy teacher that's trying to make jokes and lighten the mood. And so I do think I'm more like maybe Kim Whalen's teacher characters, but I'm not so I don't know, I would probably be playing those characters too. Um, if that means I get to play Miss Holloway or like the is it Miss Holloway? Is it Miss Holloway who plays who is actually playing the I got distracted. In Nightmare Time series, Kim, I think it's what show is that where she has like this was it Yellow Jacket? Somebody help me. I'm Alex. I adore that character. I didn't say that. I was reading that comment. With whom? Love my I don't know. Who the heck could play Grace as well as Angela though? That is such a fair statement. Have to be Miss Holloway or Thrash from Needy Beast. Can't wait for the Miss Holloway musical someday. Is that the same Miss Holloway like the one who in Nightmare Time series where she's actually really cool and um I'm trying to think of like I can't because I watched it in a live and then I moved on with my life. She had the she helped I think it was Yellow Jacket. Yes, and they were stuck in a diner or something. Killer Track. Yes. Well, that's a song, right? Anyway, I'm very, very distracted. I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna jump back into Nerdy Prudes Must Die because I literally could talk about all the Star Kids things. There's so many different rabbit holes to go down in Star Kid. Okay, let's look at Bully the Bully. Wait, Bury the Body? They named that wrong. Bury the Bully. They named that wrong. Sweet Summer Children, whoever made this. Very thankful for it, but it is a little wrong. Bully the Bully, and then it's Bury the Bully. And they are seen as two separate songs. I think I started talking about Go-Go Nighthawks. Honestly, y'all, Go-Go Nighthawks is it's a moving for me. There's nothing some crazy that goes on. In fact, I wasn't a super fan of Corey Doris, and it was written really high. So Go-Go Nighthawks is gonna be a nibby for me. Bye, Tia. Thanks for coming. Yes, Witch in the Web. That's what it was. And Rose and Killer Track. She's supposed to get a musical at some point. Yes, that would be insane because there's a lot of Holloway lore there that I think that could be opened up there. I would love to see her in the multiple timelines. Would she know about the timelines? Would she recognize that she was in a different timeline? Interesting. Um Bully the Bully was funny. It's definitely A for me. Only mostly because of Angela and how they're like, Grace, stop. And then it reminded me of West Side Story vibes. I will say in all of these, I like the like buried the body. That was funny. It was very similar to Bully the Bully. But it's almost like we've heard this before. And like the content was funny. I don't know. Where would you put Barry the why is it that Bully the Bully? I guess because it was fresh and it was, like, new, but Barry the Bully felt a little redundant in term I mean, it was meant to be that way. Again, it was like a setup song. Again, another setup song for the next song. It was impactful, and I appreciate it for that, but I think I liked it more, "We're gonna bury the bully the bully." I don't know. It's hard because I don't know, I feel like this is it for me. Nobody said nothing about this. Oh, maybe because I just did it. And then the final one in Hatchettown. Bully and Barry are some of my favorites. Yeah. I mean, again, they're all really good. Um, maybe listening to it would help.
Don't you see? We're free. Won't people notice he's gone? This is Hatchetfield. People go missing every day. Oh God, she's snapping again. We're gonna bury the body.
I like it.
Right here.
Right, I like it. I think it's funny. It's great for the but I don't love it. And Bully the Bully. Yeah, the upbeat catchy songs, they're fun. I would listen to them, but
We're gonna film him losing his coolie. We're gonna make it spooky. It's goofy. Got a better plan.
it's goofy. Goofy like is really cute.
We'll make him shed his pants. The Anchor Man. We're gonna invoke his fury.
Like the songs needed to be in the show. But do I love them? Would I listen to them one off? No. Would I enjoy them if I was watching the show? Yes. So I think it's fair to put one in A and one in B because it's like I like it and I like it for what it is, but I don't love it. Hatchettown, this is one that I'm like everybody was really excited for me to watch it, and I know it was because of the we love it because of all of the jump ups, the cameos. I need to drink more coffee, I think. My ADHD is starting to flare up. Hold on, please. Y'all really liked the pop-ups, the cameos. Um and then this is where is it?
I've never known darker times and
I-
covered the pro.
I listened to the first part of it and like huge smile. I will say I loved I know they don't come in the like the digital ticket. They weren't in the original show, but in the pro shot they made Jeff Blim and Dylan Saunders made appearances and that warmed my heart. I'm really missed seeing Dylan Saunders. He I think he is my favorite Star Kid. Who is y'all's favorite Star Kid actor? And I think Jeff Blim would be second because I just have so much love for all of his music. Yeah, fan service cameos, and I'm unashamed about it. Go for it. Hatchettown is your favorite because of that. It feels like a good theme for the entirety of Hatchetfield, and is so fitting and perfect. This song though gave me a smile immediately. Like Bully the Bully and Bury the Body were like this, like, oh, that's funny. But like Hatchettown like made me big smile.
Guess live at the Hatchetfield camp. I am Dan Reynolds. Without you, we visit the field. I hate to relay the news, but the football team might be screwed. Stay inside, watch your children. Cause a losing streak's coming. There's a man on the loose and he's got a gun. Better put up the ABB.
Corey Doris sounds so good right here. That was Corey Doris, right? To me, I think that's the best I've ever heard Corey Doris. You know what should be on this list, but it is not, is a Corey Doris song right after how good. I mean, he came in with all this lore drop and needed to be a song. And then how awesome would it be if Corey Doris as the mayor? The mayor was just like boosting himself up, like he probably thinks he's like really high up there, like egotistical. Do we want the mayor to be egotistical? I think that we could have seen more mayor building here, although it wasn't like a super important part of the plot, but I think that I would have loved to hear Corridors have a whole song. Please play Bryce's solo. Oh, I'm going to. Oh, thanks for the reminder. I want to hear that again because that was good. Harmonies are good in this. I like this. Your folks will end up a cannibal's plate. It ain't great. You're better on the run than you are hiding. Suddenly this quiet town's exciting. I heard that the brains were soup, their intestines were cut in two, so it's gotta be Donna. Yeah, it's gotta be Donna. Lauren doing classical here. Local store. That is the way that she was singing that was very, she was trained as a belter first and then learned classical. Stole. She belted first, then learned classical later. People who let's see if I can explain this. It's gotta be Donna. Yeah, it's gotta be Donna. Dan? Oh wait, is that Kim Whalen singing that? I thought that was Lauren. No, I think that was Kim Whalen. I did that again, guys. Poor Kim. At least I realized it on my own time. Kim Whalen was trained classically first. I thought that was Lauren trying to sing classically. That is so funny. I should listen to Corridors performing Show-Stopping Number. And the harmonies are really good in this. There's a lot of harmonies here. And it does attract you. Like, it's the opener of Act 2, and it does its job of magnetizing you back into the show. I certainly don't love killing. He's on the loose and he's got a gun and he's got a motive to kill. I'm a cop. The case is I'm a cop. Matches the bill. The killer's gotta go for one. This is just such a good ensemble piece. I would give this to, well, here's another thing though. If I took Hatchettown and gave it to one of my my vocal performance classes and had them sing it as an ensemble, think Glee. That's my vocal performance class is just like a Glee club. If I gave it to them, like my ensemble club, it wouldn't make sense out of context, right? Like this song is so good because it's a song for the fans. So I think that's why we love it so much. For me, looking at it pulls you back in and it talks a little bit, but it isn't like, I love it. I think I like High School is Killing Me better because it fits into the storyline better for Nerdy Prudes Supposed to Die. Do I love and appreciate Hatchettown? Yes. Don't worry. Oh, but wait, there's more. Where's she at? This might change everything. The street. I remember the candy and rainbow. What? Are you kidding me? That alone, boom. I'm having to sit here. I know that part. You have to sit in it for a minute. Until Jerry went on his murder spree. The he's. How do I explain what she just did? He's murder spree. So she's very dark and has this very sultry tonality and soulful tonality to her voice until Jerry went on his I didn't even do it right. So she has a very heavy tone, meaning like there's a lot of depth and weight, and it's just that kind of rasp. He's but she brightens a little bit up here. Like notice how all of a sudden I'm talking in a higher, more nasally type sound. She has both happening at the same time. And people use this terminology. I don't think I've ever done, but it scratches all the right parts of your brain. How he's killing spree. Listen again.
Life could mean until Jerry went on his murder spree.
That's chef's kiss. Like that right there. Did you see when that makes me do it? Whoa! Whoa! So good. So distinctive, except for I keep confusing Kim Whalen with her, apparently.
I knew it was Jerry! It was girl Jerry, that dirty girl! Let's kill him! Put your hands on the hatchet and in Hatchet Town.
You know, it's something else that they do really well is they don't go too crazy with harmonies. I mean, almost every single professional musical has so many harmonies. Whenever I start teaching music directing a show, most of my job is just saying, okay, which harmonies do we actually need out of these 7 to 10 harmony parts, especially when you're teaching a children's theater. Now, my children's theater, and I say this humbly, I swear, but my children's theater is a lot more advanced than normal children's theaters. But they're able to do 2 to 3 harmonies, but I mean, you don't need it. You only really need like 2 harmonies. Yeah, we love Bryce. Bryce is a legend. Until Jerry went on his killing sprees. Oh, Falcor. Shh. I gotta go. Hold on. I gotta go get him. Hold on for a second. I will be right back. Okay, I am so sorry. I am back. I had to run really fast because my dog started barking, but my twins are asleep. Bye, Jar. But Jar, you might want to stay because I'm about to do the next show reveal. That's about to happen. So yeah, get ready for that. I am going to. So that's my Nerdy Prudes Must Die. So let me stop sharing screen. All right. So we're almost we're gonna wrap up soon. Oh, it started raining and I got so impatient. I started recognizing reorganizing your office. Oh, I've been there. Well, I'm glad that that I'm here to give you some entertainment while you do that. That's totally happened to me before. Okay. Wow, and I actually just realized there's not many of you guys here. Um, so only a few of you guys will know, but I think most of us know after the polling that the next show that we are going to do is Twisted. So if you guys don't know how this kind of works out, how I normally do this is I always put together a mood board. So I can't watch the show to get inspiration on how to I like to do channel decor and have a theme. I actually love that my channel theme decor has been the Nerdy Prudes Must Die because it's my favorite channel decor. The reason why I kind of show this to you guys is a fun little premiere, as I really want some feedback. Because if you've seen Twisted, you know better than I do. So this is like the color palette that I've picked out. These are the emblems. I'm not sure if there's something important. I remember that slime ended up like a slime-esque type thing ended up being important, and I had no idea based off of the marketing. Because so I research marketing like images and stuff, and then I put it in um I research, I do all the marketing stuff, and then I stick it on a mood board, and then I kind of create things from that. So tell me what you guys think. Y'all got real quiet over there. Did I scare y'all when I had to rush off? Another thing I wanted to say about Twisted is that I'm really excited to kind of go back for a minute. I think we've been to go back to old Star Kid. I also want to talk about when they started Hatchetfield, the Hatchetfield series in their whole universe. They blew up, didn't I feel like they did. And I wonder if that's one of the reasons why they stuck around in the Hatchetfield universe for so long, because they already had set rules and they could play around with it. Oh, sorry, here's your overlay. I don't know if I like that. Let's do this. But anyway, um, is it basically Aladdin? So I see I used a lot of the Aladdin themes, but also the cover of it looks like the secret for Wicked. So is there like some Wicked Wizard of Oz type themes in there? You need to watch. Okay, wait. I don't know how to say your name right. Ori. I'm not sure how I'm saying that. Um, I think so too. And Kate, I think maybe they had time to just like sit and reflect with themselves. Um, yeah. So I don't know how much. It's literally just Wicked but Aladdin. Okay. Okay, so I'm wondering if I should showcase, because this mostly is, and I see like the Star Kid, they played with Disney because they're playing with Disney. That I see the Wicked thing. Um, so I used, and it's Agrabah, and it's mostly Aladdin. Like we have Aladdin characters. Um, Okay, there are definitely Wicked comparisons, but as far as I know, not many direct references. Okay, so it is so my this is anything. Is there anything on here that you're like, I don't know about that? Um, I didn't play with that blue too much. I really the main one that I really used as inspiration is the flyer, the right here that you see, the twisted flyer. Um, that he's holding the jewels, the key to the Cave of Wonders, um, and then the bird. So that's and I try to use the color palette on that, and you'll see it. The only thing is that I did see, so some other production companies recreated or did, I don't even know if rights are out or how they were able to do this, or if it was like an illegal reproduction of Twisted, but they used purple. Um, so so what do we think? Try to rewatch Aladdin before. Oh man, I don't know if I need to rewatch Aladdin. It was so stinking good. But maybe I should. Hi Twist. Wow, you came in at the end. We did my tier list, Twist, and then we're towards the end. I just did the show reveal. It's gonna be Twisted. Da, 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 da. Red and black are the colors of the main character, Jafar, right? So here's another thing is that I didn't want to go full. I love red and black color combo. It's my favorite. So it's another reason why I've absolutely loved my channel decor right now. But I was trying to make it a little different. Um, But I did mostly use black and red, and I try to make it slightly different. Um, it's very red, black, and gold because of the lamp, and another important object is the important object that the keys, the key to the Cave of Wonders, like the thing that he's using. So I'm so excited. Okay, so there's nothing else because remember, like the guy who didn't like musical, there was slime that was not in the marketing. You've been lurking. Kyler's been lurking. By the way, how about another live stream next week for Joey's birthday? So, I am doing another live. It's going to be me watching Working Voices next week. I don't know if it's going to be on Joey's birthday. That would be awesome. I mean, like I said, it's my last. Wait, I have my planner somewhere. Um, I need to relook at my before I get it set in stone. It's my last week before I go back to work to school. So I also want to actually go ahead and start filming parts of Twisted. So I actually think that maybe I wonder if Twisted was shorter too. I don't know. If you want to do a fun live, you should react to Smosh's Try Not to Laugh with Team. Oh, I've watched that multiple times. I I've watched that so many times. It's really funny and interesting. It's really because I love Smosh and I love Star Kid. So watching the connection there. Hello, Angela. I love Angela. But like watching, it's funny watching their own personalities, like both sides of both worlds of Angela come together is so funny. Oh, so, I didn't even think of this if I would like it or not. People, Kyler just said, I'm 50 on whether you would like Working Boys. What do you guys think? Do y'all think I would like it? Um, oh, okay. So it's like a birthday treat. Is it Thursday? Let me see if I can. My other calendar is somewhere. I don't know. I don't know where. I really should find out where, but let's see. What does my calendar look like? Oh, I mean, maybe on Thursday. Oh, maybe I can do a live on Thursday. This might be possible. I need to get some things set in stone first. I mean, it's really up in the air. Wednesday is the day. So is Thursday the 31st your birthday and also Joey's birthday? Stark is D&D. Shut up. They did Star Kids D&D that they did during the last two Kickstarters are hilarious. Are you kidding me? I love D&D. I have a halfway game. Like we have a whole shelf just set for like our family D&D. That is so crazy. Working Boys is fun. It's just not like their usual stuff. Working Boys is only 30 minutes long. Working Bots is a funny name. That there is a whole Broadway musical about robots falling in love now. Have y'all seen that? I think Darren Criss is in it. Darren Criss from Star Kid, where he got famous from Harry Potter the musical. That's so funny that you said that. The Working Bots is funny name. I wonder what that I think you'll like it. It's kind of gory at a certain point. Okay, so that is the only thing I can handle the gore in all of the Hatchetfield stuff mostly because it's done in a comedic way. Like there's a comedic relief there. So if there's a comedic relief, I might be okay with it. Starkid is actually working on a D&D inspired musical. Shut up. I'm so excited for that. Are you kidding me? Don't lie to me. Yes, 31. It shouldn't be on the day itself. Oh, but you should watch something that has more Joey in it. Well, I'm going to be is Joey in Working Boys? Because Working Boys is next week. I love Maybe Happy Ending. Is that it? Yes, that is it. It's pure chaos and would be a fun live, although they are very long. He got the Tony for it. That's awesome. Both versions of Star Kid rolls the dice D&D are just so good. Wait, what? Both versions of Star Kid rolls the dice D&D. Oh, okay, that's the title of it. Okay. Final thoughts, final questions. Tell me all the things. Are we excited for Twisted? I know that it was so half and half and neck and neck. I think the first time that I did it, I was like, I think I'm gonna do the first time I did a poll, I was like, I'm gonna do Cinderella's Castle. And actually, up until the poll, I really thought it was gonna be just Cinderella's Castle next. But then a lot of y'all were saying Twisted, and it must be so good because y'all are asking me to watch it, and so many people want to watch it, and it's in their like older chronicles. So that's so crazy that you guys are wanting to watch that. He's in it, but not a lot. I'm sorry, okay. Is mostly Jeff. Are we mad about that though? Maybe we should save it for Jeff's birthday. I'm just kidding. We're gonna do Working Boys next week. I need to finish that. Tomb Quest is next year's show. Why am I so excited for that? On another note, I've also been getting ready for the Renaissance Festival, and planning those out. So I always go as like an elf. Oh my gosh, I've really revealed just how nerdy I am. I guess in the finale or the series intermission of Nerdy Prudes Must Die is such a great time to really reveal my nerdiness. But I'm getting ready for the Ren Fest, so that's exciting. And I'm always like an elven archer. I really like the greens, but I might play around with being a sorcerer this time. Again, an elf. I just love being when I can be an elf, I'm gonna be an elf. Joey's in Working Boys, but not that much. Maybe you can watch some short TCB thing too. Yeah, if you have time, since Working Boys is short. That's totally fair. Yeah. Twisted is great and even better if you're a Disney geek, which I did. I am a Disney princess. Guys, I went to Vegas and I played this game where we would go to like the different blackjack tables, and guys, this nerd was like asking the dealer like, tell me your favorite Disney princess, and then they would tell me and I would sing that Disney princess song. And that was my idea of a good Vegas time. I love Disney, so I think it's going to be fun. I was hoping for Cinderella's Castle. I'm so sorry, but I haven't seen Twisted, so I'm happy to watch along. Is it going to be hard to watch along if I'm like taking it slow? I need to be aware of that once I start posting them. You'll love Twisted. It has my favorite love song in Star Kid of all time, really, and the lyricism is genuinely really good. I love Jeff's writing, but Twisted is super emotionally packed. Who did Twisted? That's another reminder that Jeff did not write the music for Twisted. While we're confessing nerdiness, please, let's confess all the nerdiness. I'm going to Comic-Con for the first time this year. That is so fun. That's going to be so fun. Eventually, you should watch Spies Are Forever. I think I'll have to. Keep reminding me, and I will do it. Kurt and Joey are so good in it. Spies Are Forever is a full musical, right? I want to know who composed Twisted. That's an actual song. Was it Darren Criss still writing? A.J. Holmes. Okay. Interesting. So it's kind of its own standalone thing. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, where did I go? Who knows? Let me come back here. How much of AJ did we get for Star Kid? Oh, I'm seeing AJ Holmes. Yeah, music by AJ Holmes, lyrics by Kaylee McMahon. And that's normally the case for normally, I mean, well, not normally. There's always somebody who works on the music and somebody who works on the lyrics. Nick Cage did Batman. Oh, Nick Gage did Batman. Twisted was the only show he was on stage for. Whoa, I think so. I'm going to be meeting new actors and actresses. That's super excited. Okay, wrong. I'm wrong. AJ also did some of the A Very Potter musical. Nick Lang describes it as the more pop songs in AVP PM are Darren, but the more traditionally musical songs are AJ. So they're super distinct. That's so cool. AJ contributed to the Very Potter musical songs. So cool. Well, how are we feeling? I'm so happy I got to hang out with you guys. I definitely always end up hanging out with you guys longer than I anticipate, but I just love hanging out with y'all so much. I love I love that there's always something to talk about with Star Kid and that we can nerd out. Twisted has one of their largest casts. It's crazy. I'm kind of sad though to be leaving the Hatchetfield universe. I feel like I've been training and Hatchetfield. More of my stuff has been in the Hatchetfield universe. The only Ride the Cyclone, which was not even done in my traditional way. Ride the Cyclone, I didn't watch in order, which is why I watched in order and started the content form the way that I do now, like watching the whole show, because the shows that y'all make me watch that I love watching, I should rephrase that. Y'all don't make me encourage me to watch are really interesting, down deep shows, and I need to watch the whole thing, and then you want my reaction to that. So I'm pumped for Twisted. Do you mind if I ask your production schedule? Oh, do you mind if I ask if your production schedule will allow for you to finish it before we break for the new school year? Um, before we break, I think I'm can are you talking about before we break, like if I'm gonna do it within this school year? Because my summer is ending and my new school year is starting now. Um, oh, wait, I understand what you're asking now. Before we break for the new school year. Um, I am going to try. That's something I think I said this earlier. I don't know if you had popped in yet, Kyler, but I'm really yes, we'll get more Hatchetfield eventually, definitely. Like, we definitely need more of Miss Holloway. Um, oh, I'm really getting distracted. I love all these questions, but I'm also distracted. Um, wow, I got really woo! Hi, ADHD. It's nice to meet you. Phew, if y'all don't know what ADHD looks like, that's it. I forgot what we were talking about. What was I talking about? The struggle bus, y'all. That's my another cue that it's about to be time to go. I cannot wait to get I cannot wait to see more Dylan. That's a pro. I can't wait to see more Dylan and Twisted. I'm sad to leave Hatchet Town. Hatchetfield, because I feel like I've been training. It's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be wild. I'm excited. I'm excited because y'all are still keeping it alive. Oh, my question makes no sense then. I was just trying to get my expectations. No, Kyler. Okay, sorry. No, don't apologize. You were asking about production. I don't want to make any super promises. I almost even thought about waiting to tell you guys what my next show was going to be, because I'm going to try to start it next week to actually I'm going to I'll have time to film. I'm going to try to film next week so that because what takes the longest is not filming. What takes the longest is editing and finding time to edit. And I've been offered editing, like some people to edit for me, but the problem is I think a lot of my character, like me as a person, goes into my editing styles. And so it would be weird for me to just like hand over, I think like my personality coming through my editing style is a little different. So I don't want to make any promises because I've made promises before and had to break them due to school. Hatchetfield will always be here waiting for you. You can't escape it. That's true. No one makes it out. That's so funny. So that's where I'm sitting with Hatchet with Twisted. It's going to happen. Um, and I'm going to film soon. I can promise that because I'm ready to get started on it so that I can have something to work on. It just might not be as consistent during this like it was during the summer. So it's coming. I would definitely, hopefully, yeah, yeah. I want to say, here it is. Like, I'll keep my schedule up. It would be amazing. I just, with everything I have going on for the school year, now I'm adding more on for in my role at school. I think I will be planning better. Like, I didn't get that 2 weeks before school started to plan, so I was planning as we went. But if I do really good in my planning for the whole school year, or at least the semester, then that I think that I'll have more time. But a lot of this last school year, a lot of my nights were spent on the computer planning the next week's. Planning takes so long, more time than editing. So, but anyway, that's where we're at. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for coming. Twisted is coming up next, so keep your eye out, and I will sing with you guys next week whenever we start Working Boys. Y'all are so amazing. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Bye, guys.